Alright, alright, let's do the sound test. Let's try this again. Sound test. Alright, that seems good enough. Alright, today I have enough resources in order to advance the plot of King's Choice. So we click on Outpost to move the show along, and then guess where we had left off. During the negotiations, Intruder break into Roy's castle. The alarming news swipes the grim off Roy's face and what catch them. And may I offer you a helping hand, Lord Roy? As you please, Your Highness, but don't assume I'll give you jacks in return. Sure, I wouldn't expect you to. Oh, they were like random assassins. Like, it's interesting that at least in this game, Queen Guinevere, like the wife of King Arthur, is like a fighting type of knight. Like, she's not like a damsel in distress, and in fact, in the arena fights, I often see her as like one of the top fighter knights. Roy's castle has been invaded by assassins. You offer him crucial help. With your assistance, the intruders are quickly subdued. And thank you, Your Highness. Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to catch them so fast. As I told you, it is only my duty, but why would these people break into your castle? I don't know, maybe because I'm rich and loaded, and I have a lot of nice things. This is not the first time my castle has been attacked, Your Highness. Are they crazy? Attacking your castle is akin to asking for capital punishment. I might as well tell you the truth. The intruders came here to kill Jax. I remember the guy that disappeared with like the princess. Alright, so now like sweep through all of this. Like, since I have like 2 billion nitros, I can at least assume that maybe I'm gonna be able to advance the plot a decent amount. Like, on the Knights of the Round Table, most of like we only hear of obviously King Arthur and Lancelot, who stole King Arthur's wife, and I think Gawain, he has like a cool story around him, but we don't hear much of the other guys. And then it's like, and then there were the other guys from like and then there were the other Knights of the Round Table. The reason why they made the round table round is so that like every knight will be at an equal distance for each other, and that way they will be able to give their opinions during the negotiations. Royce's explanation leaves you dumbfounded. Your Highness, if you wish to see Jazz, I can take you to his hiding place. You're surprised by Sir Roy's sudden change of heart. However, I have 2 conditions. You can't take anyone else with you, and you mustn't hurt him. I can't promise you that he kidnapped Ali. Just didn't kidnap Ali. The true culprit is someone else. Your Highness, please order your knights to withdraw. Well, it's to be expected that, what's his name? The Throne Usurper, who was like the bad guy for like the first 100 chapters of this game, will have made other enemies. Cause yeah, you can get ahead by betraying people, but eventually like you mess with the wrong person and then they stab you with a pointy end. Cause that was like the way people rolled in medieval times. Everyone was stabbing everyone with a pointy end. Then again, like when people imagine medieval times, they like they think that it's just limited to like from like the 1500s, that is from like the fall of the Roman Empire until the 1500s, oh well, whatever. With your help, Rogue catches the assassin and finally agrees to take you to Jack's chamber. When Greg and Taba leave, Roy finally divulges the culprit's name. Just didn't do it, Your Highness. It was your childhood friend, Kervin. You can't believe what Roy just told you. Is this a joke? Kervin has no reason to. And the serious Your Highness, ask for Kervin's reasoning. I'm sure Jax will give you a good explanation. Follow me, Your Highness. Let's go meet Jax. Everyone's always doing stuff. Well, I guess you can't trust people that they told you not to trust. But then again, in medieval times, there was a lot of shifting allegiances, and one day they were your friends, and the next day they were red invaders. The Dark is a lot like that. But yeah, I was ranting about the round table. Yeah, like it was a design round so that everyone would be able to give their opinions. And whenever like they were debating, that way like even though he was like King Arthur, he wanted all of his nice opinions before like coming up with a decision, and then Merlin would show up and be like, "You're all stupid, just do what I say," and that'll be the end of that. Yeah, but then again, Merlin had the final say in everything because he'd be like the freaking magic user. Like, Merlin is one of the few magic users that had had like a very prominent role as like a good guy. Because most of the time, at least a lot in like the fairy tales, like, it was always like the wicked witch or like the evil magic guy who like kidnaps the princess or like torments the knight or something. But like Merlin was one of the few that played a supporting role as like a good guy, and like and he even has like his own battles that are separate from like King Arthur. Like he had a life before he raised King Arthur to be king. And then once King Arthur became an adult, he like started with his own terrible decisions, but that's usually how it goes. You like do your best to like raise someone, and then like and then they go on and like sleep with their half sister to create his nemesis, which is what happened in King Arthur. Roy takes you to the secret chamber where Jax is hiding. And when Jack sees you, he shows no signs of being frightened. Instead, he smiles at you and bows down. At last we meet again, Your Highness. Though you despise Jack, you can't help but admire his refined demeanor. Just please tell our Lord what really happened. But first a battle. But first a boss fight. That's how this game is. Functions and stuff. Like I wonder how many chapters like the main plot of this game has. Like I hear in certain forums that it's like 200 or something or 300. So we're technically a third of the way there. But then again, since this is like an online cell phone game, then I guess with updates sometimes they add more stuff. If they can come out with something that resembles a plot. Or they can just have that robot writing. Oh god, I am so sick of like robots writing stuff. Right, finally, let's just see Jax. For a moment, silence settles upon the secret chamber. After a while, Jax takes a deep breath. Your Highness, I didn't kill Aves, and I certainly didn't kidnap Ali. The one to blame is Kervin. Roy told me that already, and why would Kervin commit all of these crimes, though? Your Highness, you know very much how much he despised Aves. I'm aware of that, but why would he hurt Ali? Kervin and Ali were never on friendly terms, and on top of that, Ali witnessed his crime. So like he murdered his father instead of allowing him to be publicly executed. And by medieval rules, that's okay, maybe? I don't know. I'm not very familiar with like medieval legalism because it's very because since they were all like very small countries the size of a city, it's like a huge mess. What was legal and what wasn't. So yeah, like most folks think that like medieval times ended at a specific day when the Renaissance started, but that's just a false way of looking at history. Well, more like a very simplified way, because even though the Renaissance was happening, Italy was still divided into little city-states that were like in constantly warring with each other. And like, yeah, the Pope would like to give outsiders a view that they were a unified front, but just told you his side of the story, but you still have your reservations. Your story sounds far-fetched, I don't believe it. Think about it, Your Highness. When was Kervin at the time of the incident? Oh well, at least now we know where Ali's at. She got kidnapped by her own brother. Well, half brother. I forget, that happened such a long time ago. But that's the thing, like, since it takes me like a while to gather enough resources to move the plot forward, I sort of forget things that happened 17 days ago. You seriously consider Jack's question? He told me he was drunk and he went out to get some fresh air. And one more thing, do you know why Aves envoys got into a fight with your man? How do you know about the fight? I joined the envoys in disguise and it was there when Kevin provoked the fight. You're perplexed and worried by Jack's story. Oh well, so like the guy we hope make it to power is now like betraying me, cause of course, why the hell not? People go power drunk with power very easily, or so it would seem. It's just difficult to find reliable helpers in medieval society. But yeah. Like Italy, during the time of the Renaissance, there were like a bunch of warring little city-states. So they were so that like region, even though they all spoke the same language, they were stuck in like medieval times, technically speaking. Cause like they weren't like a unified country. Cause like basically they describe like the end of medieval. So they call it when like the Renaissance or like when the Greeks became fashionable or something. But mostly the biggest difference between feudalism and like the Renaissance period is that like countries stop being like people stop living in like small little in like small little countries, and then they fuse into bigger nations, or with a king and stuff. You must admit that that story is making more and more sense. But why would Kevin provoke the fight? Isn't it obvious, Your Highness? He didn't want you and Aves to sign the peace treaty. Instead, he was hoping you would kill Aves. I don't believe you. You're making it all up. Your Highness, you can just ask Lord Roy who sent the assassins to kill me. I interrogated one of them, Your Highness, and they were all sent by Kevin. I guess hatred of a person can motivate somebody to make terrible decisions. Alright, we still got a decent amount of resources. But then again, like the whole interesting ancient Greek stuff, well, it didn't like happen like immediate. Like it had like the Greek stuff. It had like various revivals throughout. Like it didn't just happen in the Renaissance. There was like a slight revival of it also in like the early the 1000s. Cause like certain kings, they would like discover ancient Greek texts, and then they would be like getting really into it. You have to force yourselves to calm down and think. Kevin thinks you kidnapped Ali. Of course he wants you dead. But if he was truly worried about Ali, why would he try to have Jack's murder? Roy, why do you trust Jack so much? And just when we were having a conversation, more assassins showed up. Like 54 million of assassins. Seriously, are there even are there even in that's like the entire population of Cuba, I think. Or maybe one of those small, or maybe Hawaii, 50 million, like seriously. That's a lot of like army people. But then again, that's just the requirements to getting past these stages. I suppose I just hate Kevin more than I hate Jax. Your Highness, Kevin really is a dirty scoundrel, and besides, you're exaggerating. Haha, my intuition rarely fails me, and besides, Jack would never do anything to avenge his own master Aves, and I deeply admire his loyalty. I didn't know you were that loyal, Jax. When Aves saved my life, I swore I would do anything for him. And Jack suddenly kneels down in front of you. Your Highness, if you help me take my revenge, I will forever pledge my allegiance to you. You're moved by Jack's determination. Well, it's funny because like we got Jax as a knight earlier, before we got him in like the story. Because I feel like a lot of your lord rank, they give you like more pieces to play with, or in this case knights. And Jax I guess I acquired before they imagined that I would get him. And even Roy showed up as a lover earlier than he showed up in the plot. Oh, whatever, just progression nonsense. Like it's funny that the knights that give you use, like a lot of them are like separated by hundreds or even thousands of years, and even countries even. But whatever, it's like a video game. To hell with logic. Or maybe you could say that like they are heirs, or chosen warriors from among the dead. You stand when you learn the truth from Jax. You can't help but feel touched by Jax's pledge. And stand up, Jax. Do you believe me, Your Highness? You frown a bit and you leave his question unanswered. Oh, well, we'll have Ellie answer the question, you know. You know, like, we'll find the princess and then she'll tell me what really happened. And in the meantime, I'll go deal with Caravan and the army that I left him to look after. And I was like taking 56 minutes, 58. But I feel confident that we're gonna get like a decent amount of the plot out of the way today. We'll see. Your Highness, truth always hurts, and I know that it's hard, but you must make your choice. I believe Kervin, trust Jackson. At this point, I feel I can only trust myself. I'll go with the middle option. You made a wise decision, Your Highness. That's debatable. But I only trust because, like, they gave me the Jax as a knight early, and they gave me Roy as a lover early while wandering around in the patrol, so yeah. So I figure that, yeah, they're trustworthy. Was trustworthy as anyone is during medieval times with shifting allegiances. And we're in Italy. We could explain why there's like guns, but we're still stuck in like warring city-state type of environment. Cause like if I remember, like it took a while for Italy to like consolidate itself into like a solid country. But then again, even as far as like the 1800s, like the map was being redrawn like hundreds of times. It's like whenever one of those generals or kings got like in a conquering type of mood, and then everyone had to suffer for it. And you would think that they would have grown that humanity would have grown that faith in like the 21st century, but no. And but I'm not gonna talk about like modern day stuff. Like, let's just focus on medieval stuff. Alright, we're moving the story along. And I still have a decent amount of troops. After weighing your action, you choose to trust your Roy and Jax. Leaning forward towards you slightly, I thank you for your trust. And for the sake of Roy, still I have my doubts about you. And for me, that's already enough. Playfully, this seems somewhat unfair to Jax, in given he has important intelligence for you. What? Your Highness, Kevin has eyes and ears lurking all around you. I figured as much. I got a feeling somebody's watching me. And I have no privacy. Like the way he's like in that song, Who Can It Be Knocking at My Door? That's how I get whenever like somebody knocks at my door. Because it's like always unexpected, especially when I order something and then it's been like ages and like completely forgot about it. Because sometimes it just takes like forever for stuff to arrive. Starting to think that I might not make it too far in this chapter. Like, at least I want to know how, at least I want to see if we can reunite with, like, the Ellie girl. Just tells you that Kevin's spies have been watching you for quite some time. How would you know that? Your Highness, I had spent years by Aves side, and his castle was always full of spies ready to his command, and Kevin's not taking advantage of that. And do you know who the spy is? I don't. It could be Adam, Diana, Reed, or perhaps even Ian. We can't rule out a single person. Why are you so familiar with the members of my court? We used to be each other's worst enemies, Your Highness, and you must know your foe to vanquish them, ain't that right? Your Highness, I got a plan on how to reveal who the spy is. Could be anyone, really. Have a lot of idiots running around the harem. And also a ridiculous amount of knights. It could literally be anyone. Then again, like medieval times, since they didn't have like cameras and stuff, and like when night nobody could see anything, it's like very easy to play the role of spy. So, like, it's just very easy to get around when on the torchlight. Like, have you actually tried to like hang outside with a torch? You can barely see anything. Roy tells you his plan. That's a great idea. Okay, what's the plan then? He didn't tell me anything. Your Highness, are you willing to give it a try? Sure, why not? I really hope it works out, Your Highness. He didn't tell me the plan. Let me tell you the plan, and that is like I hate it when they do that in like movies that they tell you the characters know the plan, but not like the audience. But I guess they're just saving time to like yada yada. They just yada yada all the planning stages or something to get the ball rolling. Oh yeah, like Robin Hood is I don't know if it came before Thomas Cromwell or something. It's only good like they recently remade like another like a Robin Hood movie, and I'm like, Jesus. Like Robin Hood is like one of those stories that gets like remade every so often. Not so often lately, but like I do feel like I see a Robin Hood movie once every 5 years. Like, pick a different historical dude. I mean, like, I bet there's a lot of other more interesting people than Robin Hood. You said to use Red's plan to capture Kevin's spy. You leave the secret chamber and tell Greg and Talbot about everything that happened inside. Why did we just talk about spies? It could be Greg or Talbot. I knew it all along. Kevin is a rat. We still don't have sufficient evidence, Greg. Your Highness, before Aves died, he said his bloodline will be continued. Maybe he was talking about Kevin. You're jumping to conclusions, old friend. You just hate Kevin, admit it. Absolutely not. My conclusions are purely based on logic. Guys, can you stop fighting? Whatever the truth is, we need more evidence. Alright, time for another miscellaneous fight. And I'm really close to like the next level of Lord. And I'm also really close to running out of troops. I do think I might be able to make it to the end of the chapter. And I ran out of 80s. Alright, let me see if I can. Maybe over here and I'll postmaster to give me more troops. Alright, let me check the. Alright, let's see. Alright. Let's try to use all of these edicts to get as much troops as possible. Alright, 50 million. Let's see if that pushes us through to the next chapter. Alright, it was enough to make it to the end of the chapter. Your Highness, if a corporate release caravan, what will you do? Well, I'll forgive him. After all, he is my best friend. You really have a kind heart, Your Highness. What? All he did was murder his own father and kidnap his own sister. I mean, like, whatever. It's just like a weird family affair. There's no need to get all crazy. It's not that he's trying to kill me in specific. Whatever. We'll just see. We'll deal with it. I guess I need more strength. I'm just gonna fight it and then I'll just use an edict or something to like refresh my knights to push past this guy. Like I remember being like a similar situation and being able to push past even though I didn't have enough knight strength. Like it's doable. I'm just finish using up all of my knives and then I'll refresh the strongest knife. Alright, quickly replenish and off we go with Greg. There we are. And off we go. We made it to chapter 115. When you return to Neville, you finally reunite with Ian. If you don't remember, that's like the first husband that they give you at the beginning. Well, technically, he is the husband and the rest are they just like the lovers or whatever. You can help but recall your past with Kevin. We grew up together, suffered scoldings together, studied together. So his betrayal is very hard to forgive. You shake your head slowly. I hope he was forced to do it and change his mind, and I'm willing to make an effort for that. No, not that one, fish. And now I'm really out of troops. Well, I guess this is as far as we push the main plot along. But at least I got, oh yeah, let me see, but at least I got like a couple of more rewards. Oh yeah, and like once you get past faster, I'm gonna make it smoother. Like now that we got past chapter 15, it unlocked this area in the Champagne Fair where you mine for resources. And the next big one apparently comes in chapter 130. This one gives you like things to charisma, which is what you use in order to recruit knights. Oh, let me just pick a couple of up. Maybe that's gonna give me. Well, that one gave me 22 million. Would that be enough to push the plot? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm officially like scraping at the bottom as far as nonsense is concerned. Oh yeah, like as far as like lovers, like I recently, while I was on patrol, I recently acquired like this new guy, Dean.
Only the mightiest of men know
it's like a rich, it's like a rich merchant. And I guess we'll just leave it at this one there. I hope you have fun with me streaming the plot of King's Choice. Bye bye and God bless.